What's happening, everyone? It's Mike from the Hardcover Comic here. Hope you've all been doing well, staying safe and sound. It's been a really long time since I've been able to make a video. I've moved, houses under slight renovations, things like that. So it's been a relatively busy time for me, but back starting to get the studio together, starting to bring books over to the new place, to the new man cave, if you will. And today I wanted to talk about, I'll take it easy, I'll give myself a nice, easy video to work the rust off of everything. I wanted to talk about upcoming books. I think I've got about 10 that I'm very, very excited about coming out in the remainder of this year, 2022. So hardcover releases, oversized, absolute, things like that. We'll look at release dates, we'll look at what's in them, and why I'm looking forward to them. Very much excited to be making YouTube videos again and talking comics. I've been reading this whole time, so I've got a lot of cool ideas for must-read videos, top 5, top 10 videos, things like that. But for today, let's just talk about upcoming hardcover releases that I'm very excited about in the remainder of 2022. Real quick before we get started, I just want to talk about the good folks at organicpricebooks.com. They've kept going while THC has been on a break. They're doing amazing things. More and more material is there for you to pick up. Check out their Instagram, their YouTube for videos on new releases, upcoming releases. Fantastic stuff going on at Organic Price Books. If you've been looking at the screen, there have been 2 promo codes shown on it. You can use them on your orders as you're checking out. It helps us out, it helps our channel out, and it helps out Organic Price Books. So check them out, please. They're a great sponsor. We love them and love what JP's doing over there. First book I want to talk about is Madman Library Edition Volume 3. This is continuing the story by Mike Allred. This collects the Atomics issues 1 through 15. I believe that's the entirety of that series, and a graphic novel called Red Rocket 7. I'm going to be around that same size we've seen with Volume 1 and Volume 2 at this point. That comes out in September. I'm really excited for it. It'll be nice to have all the Madman Library editions on a shelf. Very much looking forward to it, and seeing what else comes down the line from Dark Horse in the Madman universe. In October, and I apologize if I get these dates wrong, there's more information on the screen. You can see release dates, creators, things like that. We've got Gideon Falls Book 2 Deluxe Edition Volume 2. I absolutely love Gideon Falls. If you know anything or have listened to our channel, watched any of our videos, you know we love this series, both Matt and myself. So we're very much looking forward to picking this up. I've already got it pre-ordered. Can't wait to finish this series off. Fantastic story by Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino, and this collects the final half of the series after Volume 1. In November, a Humanoids book is coming out. Humanoids is a publisher that I've spoken about many times. I don't know if folks have been checking them out or not. I apologize. I'm still trying to get the mic set up just right here. It's going to be a bit of tweaking over the next set of videos. Just FYI to all of you out there. I apologize in advance. Megalex, a release coming out from Humanoids. I believe it's like a deluxe oversized book. It should be anyway. This is going to collect the Hodorowski story with, I believe it's Beltran on artwork. I haven't read this in its entirety. I think I read an issue or 2 on Comixology at one point, but I'm very much looking forward to checking this out. I love the Hodoverse, everything that's involved with it. So I'm very much looking forward to this. I've checked out some of the art. It looks really, really good. It looks like a weird book, which is the Hodorowski style. So very much looking forward to checking that out. That's out in November. This title's been released a few times. It keeps getting sold out. Humanoids doesn't have massive print runs. So check it out if you're interested. If you don't know anything about Humanoids, check out some of our videos on things like the Meta Baron, Inkle, or Humanoids in general. Also out in November, Rodney Barnes, Jason Sean Alexander, Philadelphia Deluxe Edition Volume 1. I believe it collects the first 16 issues or so of the series. A huge series that's been incredibly popular. I know Matt has really enjoyed it, and I've been personally waiting for a hardcover release myself. I tried reading it digitally, but since I only have a laptop, I have to kind of scroll through the pages, and Philadelphia's artwork is so fantastic, but it doesn't lend very well to scrolling or reading partials of the page. So I'm looking forward to this deluxe edition. I've heard nothing but amazing things about this series. I've been showing artwork here on the screen. It looks fantastic. I can't wait to check it out. I always love whatever Matt recommends, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to dig this series. I'm sure you will too. Deluxe hardcover edition coming out in November. Also out in November, the spiritual successor, the sequel to a series that I very, very much enjoyed and loved by Jeff Lemire, Descender, with art by Dustin Nguyen. This is going to be the spiritual successor, Ascender. This deluxe edition will collect all 18 issues of the series by the two gentlemen. Very much looking forward to this. I love Descender very much. If you haven't checked it out, please do. We have videos on that as well if you want to get a little overview before you dive in, but a really fantastic sci-fi series, one of my favorites. So I obviously can't wait to read Ascender. I read a few issues as it was coming out, but clearly a successor to Descender, and I didn't want to, get too much into it before I had finished Descender. So highly recommend checking out Ascender. I'm definitely going to be picking this up day one as soon as it's available. In October, I know we're jumping around all over the place, but this is how my dates came to me. It was a vision in the night as I slept. So what can I do? This is how it happened. Absolute Multiversity out in October. I love Multiversity. I love Grant Morrison. I love almost every artist that's involved in Multiversity. Doug Mahnke, Ivan Reyes, Ben Oliver, Frank Quitely, Cameron Stewart. So many incredible artists. I absolutely love it. It's such a great series. Multiversity jumps all over the DC multiverse, essentially mapping out all 52 universes. Very cool stuff. There is a whole guidebook in there as well that talks about them in detail. Morrison did an incredible job. All the artists that worked with Morrison did a spectacular job. Can't recommend it enough. In absolute format, it's going to be incredible with the insanely beautiful artwork in this title. It's definitely worth upgrading from the deluxe to the absolute edition, or checking it out in the absolute format if you hadn't checked it out yet. Good on you for waiting so long. This is the moment to strike. The Rachel Pollack Doom Patrol Omnibus is very near and dear to my heart. I love Doom Patrol. I love the Grant Morrison stuff. I love the Daniel Way stuff. The Rachel Pollack run collects issues 64 through 87, continuing right off the heels of Morrison, continuing the exploration of the wild and wacky team that is the Doom Patrol. I haven't read this run before. Obviously, I love the Doom Patrol, but not that much just yet. I've been waiting. It's also such a great team to read in paper. The wackiness of it all, the artwork by Richard Case, absolutely beautiful on paper. So I'm very, very much excited for this omnibus. Can't wait to dive into it, find out what happened with the Doom Patrol after Morrison was finished with the antics that they put the Doom Patrol through. And I am very much looking forward to this one. Be sure to check it out if you haven't read Morrison's run on Doom Patrol. I recommend that one first, and then checking out the Rachel Pollack run if you enjoyed the Morrison stuff. One of my most anticipated releases is coming out in October, Miracle Man Omnibus. Marvel is finally putting it all in one place under one book. This is the story that was originally called Marvel Man by Alan Moore, published in Warrior. It was released in smaller, regular hardcover books, editions, years ago. So I picked those up. A really incredible story. One of my favorite things by Alan Moore. I think Stephen Bissett does the artwork, yeah, I think so. Either way, fantastic stuff. Can't wait to see it oversized. I can't wait to see what else to include, all the bonus content. Get it while you can, I guess. I don't know. The Miracle Man stuff is very weird. I saw there were a bunch of variants that are going to be coming out shortly with the character on them as well. So I don't know what's going to happen. This is a real deal stuff, though. A really fantastic story. Definitely not for children. I really love it, though. If you like Alan Moore's work and you haven't read Miracle Man, pick up this omnibus in October. Alan Moore adjacent is The Absolute Swamp Thing by Len Wein and Bernie Wrightson. This comes out in December. Collects the first, I think, 13 issues. Yeah, 13 issues of Swamp Thing, the original series, the OG thing that started it all. I really like this. There was a Bronze Age omnibus that came out years ago that collected this material in omnibus format. I don't think many people picked it up, but either way, there's clearly a need for the Absolute Edition, and I'm interested because Bernie Wrightson's artwork is so fantastic, and it would be really nice to have something in an absolute format that was done by him. I missed out on all those like really cool Frankenstein books and all the other artworks by Bernie Wrightson. So at the very least, Swamp Thing we'll see. I'm very interested to see if DC continues to print Swamp Thing after this first volume. I guess we'll wait and see. But if you're a Swamp Thing fan, if you're a Bernie Wrightson fan, I highly recommend picking this up at the end of the year. And the last book I wanted to talk about is a nice reprint. Sometimes reprints make it to top lists. It happens. This is the Avengers by Jonathan Hickman Omnibus Volume 1. This collects, I think, the first 23 issues of Avengers and the first 12 issues of New Avengers. If you're unaware, Jonathan Hickman is writing both Avengers and New Avengers, and both of the plots sort of intertwined together. Very, very cool stuff. This is a reprinting. The original printings were years ago at this point. I'm glad they're doing this. It's a really good story. It's one that, a lot of people battle with. A lot of people didn't enjoy as it was coming out, but I must say, as a binge read, it's phenomenal. It's very complex. It's very detail-oriented, and it shines the Avengers in a new light, and that entire Marvel universe in a new light that's a lot more serious, a lot more political, a lot more strategic. I really recommend it. I love this run. I'm probably going to pick this up because I've sold the Omnibus in the past, so I no longer have access to it, but it's such a fantastic title. I can't wait for it. I'm sure we'll see a volume 2 down the line as well, so it'll be a nice run to have on the shelf. But there you have it, a bunch of books coming out this year that I look forward to checking out. I'm highly recommending you all check out as well. What books are you looking forward to for the remainder of 2022? Let us know down in the comment section below. It's good to be back. Nice to be making a video again. I was nervous coming into it, but here we are at the end of it, and everything's okay, hopefully. Let us know down in the comment section below. Real quick, organicpricebooks.com. Use the promo codes being shown to you on the screen right now. I wish I could make it something you could copy and paste, but I can't. It's all on the screen either way. Use that to save yourself some money ordering some comic books. Great selection on organicpricebooks.com. You can pre-order a lot of fantastic options on there, back order as well. Thank you all very much for tuning in. This is Mike from the Hardcover Comic. Until next time, as always, you stay classy, Internet.